Welcome back for another video. I just came in from doing my chicken chores. Getting a little hungry, so I'm going to get in this kitchen and fix me something to eat. But first, I'm going to show you what my girls left me today. Since my girls left me something yummy out there this morning, I'm just going to use one of them though. Come on, let's go. You're going to need salt, jarred pickled jalapenos, ground cumin, smoked paprika. If you don't have smoked, just use regular. Chili powder, onion powder. We have some sour cream hiding right back here. Garlic powder and mayo. Let's get busy. Here are the ingredients you're going to need for the body of this dish. You're going to need a tortilla, preferably a burrito size. You can make this smaller if you need to. Just adjust it to fit your needs. Now the recipe calls for one of the hash brown patties. I don't have the hash brown patties. I do have these golden crispy crowns, so I'm going to make do with what I have, and I'll make it to be the size of a hash brown patty. You're going to need 1 egg, a little bit of butter. You're going to need some breakfast sausage. Now I'm using just this chicken sausage. I will heat it up and I'll crumble it up because you're going to need crumbled browned breakfast sausage. You can use the pork sausage, chicken sausage, turkey sausage. Use what sausage you like. And you're going to need some type of cheese. Recipe calls for cheddar. If you know me, you know me. I don't have cheddar. I have Mexican style. That's going to be perfect for this dish because today we're going to be making a homemade breakfast crunch wrap. Taco Bell who? So first things first, you want to get your hash brown cooked up. Now, you can cook it in the oven or you can cook it on top of the stove. I'm going to leave that up to you. Cook it how you want to cook it. But now I'm going to put my little golden crispy crowns in this pan right here. I put me a little foil in there and sprayed it with some nonstick cooking spray. And I'm going to put my golden crispy crowns on this pan. But I'm going to put on there about how many I think I'm going to need for this hash brown. We're going to go with 8 for good measure. Let's pop this in the oven, cook it according to the package directions, and we'll head on to the next step. Now while your hash brown is cooking, you want to take a little small bowl. We're going to go ahead and make our sauce up for this crunch wrap. Now you want to take some mayo, mayonnaise of your choice, and you're going to need a teaspoon. Put that in your bowl. Next, you're going to need you some sour cream. You need about 1½ teaspoons. Next, you're going to need some diced pickled jalapenos. You need about 1/4 teaspoon. But you know, this is one of those personal preference things to me. I'm just going to add some jalapenos into that bowl right there. And now I'm not dicing mine either because I don't want my hands on them jalapenos. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take some of the smaller ones and I'm going to put off in there. Just like that. And then I'm going to get me a little bit of this juice. Now I know you're saying, you doing that with a fork? Yes, I am. I'm getting some juice in there. I don't want a ton. I just want a little bit. So that worked. You see that juice? I just need a little bit. You know, I ain't trying to set my soul on fire. I do like jalapeno though. So I'm just going to kind of go ahead and mix that up in there and kind of bust that jalapeno up with my fork. Now next up are our spices. So you're going to need about 1/8 teaspoon of garlic powder. Now I don't have 1/8 teaspoon, I got 1/4, so I'm using about 1/2 of that. 1/8 teaspoon of onion powder. 1/8 teaspoon of chili powder. 1/8 of a teaspoon of smoked paprika. If you don't have smoked paprika, just use regular. And you're going to need 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground cumin. And you need salt to taste. And you just want to get all that mixed up together with your mayo and your sour cream and your jalapenos. And you've just made a creamy jalapeno sauce that we're going to be using in our crunch wrap. Now that our sauce is made, I'm going to turn my attention back here to my little 6-inch skillet, and I'm going to put one of these chicken sausage patties in there. I need it to thaw out and just heat up. I need it heated through, and I'm going to crumble it. While my sausage is getting heated up, I'm going to take my egg, crack it into a bowl. Now I broke my chicken sausage patty up into smaller pieces, and it is just about cooked through. Once that's finished, I'm going to take it off the heat and set that to the side. I think my crispy crown hash browns are ready. My crispy crown hash browns are ready, so I'm just going to set these right here for just a minute. My chicken sausage is ready, so I'm going to take this, since I need to set it to the side too, and I'm just going to put it off in this pan with these hash browns. Just like that. Now we got to cook our egg. Now I'm going to beat this egg up just a little bit. And y'all know I'm going to add in just a little bit of milk. You don't have to. You can completely skip this step. Now back here I've got my same little skillet that I cooked my chicken sausage up in, and I'm going to put me a little butter in it. Let that melt down. I'm just going to pour my egg off in here, and I'm going to scramble that up. I'm not going to add any salt, but I am going to add me some pepper. As soon as your egg is ready, just pull it off the heat. Now you want to get you some kind of skillet. I have a cast iron griddle back here, and I've got it on about a medium heat. I'm just letting it heat up so that when we assemble our crunch wrap, we'll be ready to seal it up with the heat. Now here's where you're going to get your tortilla. This is a burrito size, but now it's not the huge burrito size. This is just the regular burrito size. And I'm going to take one of these. I'm going to heat mine up in the microwave for a few seconds just to make it a little more pliable. These are soft, but I don't want to take any chances on it tearing, so I am going to heat it for a few seconds. Okay, I've heated my tortilla up for about 15 seconds. Now you want to take your sauce and you want to put it in the center of your tortilla. You can spread it around, but you don't want it all the way to the outer edges, because we're going to be folding this up and you're going to need plenty of room to do that. Something like that. I hope I don't have mine too close to the edges. We'll find out. Next, you're going to take your hash brown and you're going to put it in the center of that. Y'all know I have my crispy crowns here, so I'm just going to lay them in the center like so. It may be that I only need 6 of those instead of 8. I think I'm just going to go with the 6. I don't want to make it too crowded. Next, I'm going to add my sausage on. Like I said, you cook whatever sausage you like. Next up, you're going to add your egg. And last but not least, you can't forget the cheese. So I think it calls for like maybe 1/8 of a cup or less. I'm not real sure. Just put however much cheese you want on yours, okay? Okay, you want to start folding this in. Start with the edge closest to you and just fold it in. That's why I wanted it pliable, because there is some folding to do with this. You want to get that closed up. I really wish I had the larger burrito size, but I don't. If you're making more than one, when you set this aside, you want to just pick it up and lay it over like that. This is how we're going to actually lay it on the pan. Now that my pan is hot, I'm going to take my crunch wrap and I'm going to lay it seam side down on that pan. I'm not using any butter or anything. You can if you want to. You can use butter, oil, whatever. We're just heating it up to seal it. You do want to keep a close eye on this because it can get too brown too quick. That's just about right for me. You want to let the other side crisp up just a little bit. This is that second side. That's the first side. We're going to call this done. I'm going to get this cut in half and then we'll see what it tastes like. Okay, y'all, we're going to give this a taste. Just see how good this is. I love the Taco Bell Crunchwrap Supremes. They're probably my favorite of anything at Taco Bell. I don't eat out a whole lot, so when I do get a hankering for some Taco Bell, if I'm not going to make it at home and I'm out somewhere, that's always my go-to, is the Crunchwrap Supreme. So with that being said, let's move this along. I want to show you the inside. It looks and smells delicious, so let's give it a taste. Okay, here goes. Yeah, this is delicious. This is a great budget-friendly option for breakfast, especially when you're just cooking for one. I know tortillas is something that I keep. I keep them in my fridge. I keep them in there because I think it helps them stay fresher longer. But I keep those on hand all the time. Everything I had that I made this with today, I keep all the time. I keep little sausages in the freezer. I have hens, so I have eggs. I do know that eggs are very expensive right now in the store. Just because I have my own hens doesn't mean I don't keep up with the price of eggs, because I do. These are absolutely delicious. Go make you a breakfast crunch wrap. I'm gonna go eat.